department.
This is getting a little bit out of line.
Well, it's getting out of line. This is the fact. This is factual of what's going on. It's getting swept under the rug.
Mr. Broome, we have policies.
Well, what's the policy say when we doing?
Come in here and talk about things that are discussed.
When you got a best friend that's, when you got, no, listen, when you got a best friend that's judge and juror over a employee.
Point of order here. You're disqualifying this board from making any decisions about Redcliffe.
Well, that evidently this board can't make decisions anyway.
Policy is you're jeopardizing this board's ability to hear and make any decision.
When you got,
White, say,
well, yeah.
you're putting, you go talk to people.
Well, let's get an independent board to come in here and make decisions.
We're not going to do that.
We're going to speak one at a time. Mr. Broome, I would say that kind of rehashing some of the complaints that have been said in public participation, I do worry that you're going to dive over into things that were said in executive session. And then the other thing I would have a concern about is I would just, that's a matter of, I don't know, maybe Ms. Mahoney could give us a little bit of advice before you continue.
Is that on now? What I would strongly urge the board to do is understand that any role the board plays in any employment matter in this district is when it's properly before the board, on a recommendation from the administration. And any discussion of any steps that should or shouldn't be taken publicly or otherwise could jeopardize the impartiality of an individual board member or other board members together. And also, employment matters should not be discussed publicly, because there are employees with due process rights throughout all of that. So any further discussion could jeopardize the board's ability to address very important issues that need to be addressed.
Okay, so what I understand is this could be Aiken one day. This could be North Augusta. This could be Midland Valley. I'm one board member out of 9. I have dealt with complaints with this school for over 2 years. Now that all this has come to light, I have been every day this week, I have either got a letter or a phone call from people I don't even know that told me their story about how they even felt like that. I had one teacher that quit. And she ended up coming back to teaching. She said she was so beat down, and now she's completed a successful year at another school because she even got out of teaching. I have received calls over and over and over. There's plenty of employees in this district know this. I have not been heard. Some have swayed away from me like I'm a trouble. I don't have an agenda. My agenda is my community. My community has had issue after issue after issue with a school that I served in. In fact, all the way that I got on this board, because my last child got out of this school the same year, I come on that board. So for the things that's happened and why nothing has been done, why when the fraudulent email was sent, which I'm going to say was fraudulent email was sent, and nobody was taken out of that school then, everybody involved with that should have been taken out of that school and they should have been taken out with an investigation. My people come and ask for an independent investigation. That's all they asked for. We couldn't even grant them that. We allowed the same people to do the investigating that was never doing nothing. Now, you can censor me, you can do what you want, Cam, but I'm going to tell you, the people need to know what's going on. I'm telling you the facts, and I'm just telling you what's happened.
I'm just reminding you of the advice that we just got from our attorney.
Okay, well, I'll stop right there.
That's
I had a real elegant thing wrote, but the bottom line is that I'm a guy. You straight up with me, I'm straight up with you. I'm real, I can help you figure out any problem, but don't lie to me. And don't try to hide things. Thank you.